everyone, I'm Hannah Maggie and today I wanted to talk about the best way to find new books to read. Recently, one of my most cherished blog readers left me a comment asking where I find/buy my books from, and as I was replying I realised there was quite a lot I could say about this, and I thought it'd be helpful for other people because it's definitely something I used to struggle with until even a couple of months ago. No doubt the most common way I find my books is from direct recommendations from other people, so friends and family, and usually they lend me their copy and I read it and I do love it because your friends and family know you the best and it's a more personal recommendation, I find. I know this wouldn't be easy for everyone. I'm quite lucky that the people around me have done a lot of reading before and are happy to lend me their books and happy to talk about them. So just personally, that's the way I find best to find books. Obviously, borrowing books is a really accessible and free way of being able to read, but in terms of buying books, I much prefer to go into a bookstore than to browse online. I rarely go into a bookstore knowing what I want to buy because I'm completely out of date of what's trending or what's popular at the moment. I just don't know. When I walk into a bookstore, I go for the books that stand out to me visually, and generally I'll just look at them, read the blurb. Sometimes I open it and read a couple of the first 2 pages just to see if I think I would like it, and then I decide if I'm going to buy it. I'm really rubbish at making decisions, so a lot of the time I don't buy books, and I wouldn't recommend that because sometimes it's really regrettable. For example, this summer just gone, I walked into a bookstore and found How to Stop Time by Matt Haig beautifully laid out on a table display, and I knew, I should have known then that I wanted that book, but I second guessed myself and I didn't buy it, and I didn't know anything about it when I first saw it. And then I started looking on Twitter, Matt Haig's Twitter, and found out so many people love it. It just won an award and I just should have picked it up, and I am gonna go back and pick it up. But yeah, regrets. So the moral of that story is definitely trust your gut. I know they say don't judge a book by its cover, but if you see a book that stands out to you, just walk up, have a look over, and you never know, it could become your new favourite. There are a lot of ways to find books. They're just the 2 I use most often. Of course, another big one is going to your local library. I don't think people think about this too much. I know I kind of phased out going to the library after I finished middle school. It's never something I think to do, and I feel a tiny bit guilty for that. But perhaps if you've been to the bookstore and you've seen How to Stop Time by Matt Haig and you weren't 100% sure, you could nip down to the library and borrow it, no strings attached. And unlike me, librarians are experts. They are going to know what's trending, they'll know what's popular and what people are enjoying right now, they'll know the old classics and the upcoming new authors to try. I don't think anybody becomes a librarian if they don't like books, so I'm sure librarians will be happy to help you if you need some help choosing a book. Of course, it would be hypocritical of me not to mention BookTube. I do believe there's a YouTuber out there for everybody, so I'm sure if you invest the time in it, you'll find someone who makes your ideal content and you'll learn to trust their book recommendations. I hope this video was helpful, or at the very least enjoyable to watch. If you have any questions or any suggestions of ways to find books that I didn't mention, please leave them in the comments, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.